The other first Tuesday of the month guest happens to be a social media maven. He is on television. He is writing cookbooks. He's teaching classes. The list goes on and on, of course. It is Sam the Cooking Guy. Hey, Sam.
What's up, Greg? How are you?
Sam, let me ask you a question directly. This has nothing to do with what we were potentially game planning. I was just talking about this before we went to break and then brought you on. Are you familiar with a company called Crowd Cow?
No.
Are you
Crowd Cow?
Yeah. Are you trapped in a basement? I've never seen you wherever the hell you are.
I know. I'm not at my place.
You're in Cleveland in a basement. No.
No, that's just for girls that are locked up and chained in a little box.
That's how we do it. Okay, so no Crowd Cow, but here's the question that I wanted to ask you. You have seen Wagyu beef. You use Wagyu beef from time to time. You have seen the growing interest in dry-aged beef, whether you're doing it at home now. A lot of people are trying to do it at home, like craft brewery or brewing your own liquor, whatever. Dry
much easier
aging
than people think, but go ahead.
Right, so dry. Do you have any interest at all in 100% dry-aged Wagyu beef hot dogs?
No, I have none.
Get it out of here.
Thank you.
Are we trying to... I mean,
we trying too hard just to say that?
We're just pandering at this point, right? We want the very high end. You want
what's next? Fucking truffles in there.
Dry-aged truffles. That's right. Wagyu dry-aged.
With dry-aged Wagyu truffle hot dogs with gold effing leaf on the outside. How about those places that put freaking gold leaf on the top of their food gently?
Yeah, well, what's his name is doing it full blown overlay. That Nusret, Salt Bay, the guy that does the salt.
I don't even like him.
This guy is he's a prolific restaurateur, but he has gold covered steak. I just saw him slicing one up the other day. Now the new thing is,
what's the point in that?
Looking
is that
going to
change anything? Other than the price?
I don't know. I mean, I know that you have a weird looking deuce coming later. I'll tell you that. Gold laden deuce.
Am I blurry? I feel like my camera is. Hold on.
No, you're fine. Oh. Okay, now everybody's having a seizure in the audience, but that's fine. Do you have? It
looked like there was you know what I keep here. I'll show you.
Yes.
I'm concerned that somehow somebody will hack my computer one day.
Yours.
And I'll be sitting there in my boxer shorts on a Sunday morning, with a Bloody Mary resting on my stomach, and some creep from Cleveland will tap in. So I keep a fruit label. Over the camera in the front of my computer, except I fear that sometimes it makes the shit blurry. So
no, you're fine. Everything looks good, sharp, no problem. Any thoughts on who's going to the NBA finals quickly before we get into cooking?
Canadian, I don't care about that.
Do you watch
next topic?
Do you watch hockey?
I've seen hockey.
Oh, you're not a hockey fan?
Here's the deal. I live in the United States because I was asked to leave Canada because I didn't embrace it like everybody else. I have all the teeth in my head. I can't skate.
I can.
I get bored at a hockey game. I'm a bad representative of the country, apart from the fact that I did do 3 types of poutine on the Today Show in Vancouver when they were there for the Olympics.
I'm glad you brought up the Today Show, lest anybody forget. And if you aren't familiar, do yourself a favor and go to the youtube.com and Google Sam the Cooking Guy tells Kathy Lee and Hoda to shut the F up during his segment.
I never said shut up. I never said F.
Will you please be quiet?
Please
be quiet.
That's what I said.
Please let me talk. 30 seconds. That's what you said. I remembered it verbatim because it was one of the most incredible moments in the so incredible you ended up on the Howard Stern show talking about it.
Because of it, right?
Yes, great.
Because of it,
unbelievable.
And so, he, as he should have done, he tried to get me to say terrible things about her.
Them. Oh well, I guess it was more Kathy because Kathy Lee was giving you some shit.
Kathy Lee, he didn't give a shit about Hoda Kotb.
Right.
because at the time she wasn't nearly as important as she is now.
Hmm.
So he tried to get me. Look, if I'd called her the C word, that probably would have been like the icing on the cake or something.
But you wouldn't take it.
But I didn't consider her that. I thought the whole thing was done out of entertainment purposes, my part as well. And I think had I called her the C word, I had 2 upcoming visits to the Today Show scheduled. The phone would have rang as soon as I hung up with Howard, and they would have said, "Thank you, you're never coming back again."
Yeah, right. So, I mean, it was entertainment value on your part because you watch those. I mean, you're certainly no stranger to how TV cooking segments work. It's like 30 seconds and get through start to finish, include everything. And then the host is going to like prep you along the way or hand take you down the path of let's hurry up and get this really over with quickly. And now you got these 2 girls just barking and barking and barking. I would have been like, hey,
the whole
shut
time.
up.
You know, here's the deal. It was my second time on the Today Show. I mean, I've been at 12 times.
Yeah.
My first time, as I like to say, someone could have given birth beside me and it wouldn't have made any difference. I was just focused on getting through my, few minutes.
Yeah.
But now the second time I'm way more comfortable. And now I'm hearing everything, including all of their like banter.
Yeah.
I'm like bookended by Kathy Lee Gifford and Hoda Kotb. And it's just this, and I'm trying to talk. And I watched the clip now that's been, watched like 1.5 million times or something on YouTube. And I get anxious watching it. I feel those same feelings are coming back.
Mm-hmm.
They brought me from San Diego to talk to the audience about these recipes.
Right.
And these 2 are just, I can't get the words out. I'm trying to talk. It's like suddenly, you're trying to talk and a train goes whizzing by. The mouth is moving, but nobody can hear the words. I had to find a way to, and I just went, please, can I talk?
Right.
And they stopped talking, and then they started making fun of me. But it was good entertainment. And I think Kathy Lee Gifford, pushed it along because she understands whether you like her or not. And I like her. She understands television and what makes interesting, fun television, as does the Today Show, because they had me back a whole bunch of times.
Yeah.
I think they recognize this guy's not just a, mealy mouth, boring chef that's going to go, cut this chicken, put it in the pan, now stir it. Now there you go. You've got something nice. So I go with the moment like I do on our YouTube channel, like I've always done.
Yeah.
If I was shooting my TV show and somebody's phone went off in the background,
you go
rather than ignore it, I would yell at them. Hey, I'm fucking working here. Cut the phone stuff. Anyway, so that's I have a question for you.
So hold on. Go to YouTube if you've never seen it. Just Google or YouTube Sam the Cooking Guy, Hoda Kotb, Kathy. You'll find it. It's so worth the watch.
If you type in Sam the Cooking Guy and Kathy Lee,
it's there.
You don't even have to get out the Gifford and it will show up.
All right, great. Okay, you have a question for me.
That certified Angus beef event you went to, how was that?
What? I didn't go to certified Angus beef event.
What, wasn't there a certified Angus beef event like in your borough or wherever you live in that darkness of Cleveland?
I just had
you're the barbecue guy.
I just had Malcolm Reed on in the first hour. He's the guy you typically follow, and you made room for my sponsor, which I appreciate. And so I assume you were semi-following these guys on Instagram a little bit, or something, or I'm not sure exactly how you found out, but
go ahead, stumble your way through this.
There's nothing to stumble through. I didn't get an invite. That's it. It's easy enough.
A bunch of dickheads. How do you not get invited to that?
I don't know. I'm not here. What have I always said? I'm not going to sit here and pander and I live this way or I live this close. You should have. Here's why you should. I'm either building value on my own and you recognize it and you get aboard this train like all of my sponsors do, or I haven't done a good enough job at doing that, so you don't ask me yet. Or, and I'm not saying this was everybody, you have people that have played the social media system and appear to be a much bigger deal than they really are.
Those people piss me off.
Yeah. So, and
those people piss me off.
Very easy to pick apart who those people are. And here's what I say. and I said it last week.
Name some of them right now. Come on.
I'm not going to do that. But
Come on.
I will say this. It's very easy to figure out who I am and am not talking about, because if the people that I'm not talking about are showing up on this show, I'm probably not talking about them. Okay? Not bringing on malfeasance and ne'er-do-wells on my show. Nothing but the prime real estate. Now, I might get duped.
Not the occasional ne'er-do-well?
I mean, I get duped every now and again, just like everybody. Sure, but it's got to be in the right instance. But not on purpose, thinking that I'm passing them off as an expert or an authority.
Look, I'm just giving you crap for that.
Thank you.
You know, there are moments, there's things that happen in San Diego that I don't get invited to. And people with much less cred, street cred or whatever go to, and they make a huge deal about it. And I look at that and I go, I didn't want to go to that stupid thing anyways. And maybe on some level I did. I think I don't want to go to most things, but I do want the invitation. Invite me. Let me say I don't want to go, rather than just don't invite me. Of course,
because can you imagine if I would have gotten the invite for last week and I live 50 minutes from where Certified Angus Beef is from my door, 50 minutes, in traffic 50 minutes, and I would have been like, no thanks. I mean, I would have got murdered if I would have got the invite. You know, so I mean, either way, I'm a loser. I didn't get the invite, and people assumed I was there.
You're not
and
a loser.
Me how it was. Blah blah blah. So, well,
if you were a loser, I wouldn't be here.
It's not a winning situation.
I'm here because
it's not a winning situation.
A friend.
Thank you.
That has never met you.
Right. Ever.
Do you think when we meet for the first time, we'll like make out for a little bit or something?
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, I'm down.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about hamburgers
very
quickly. I know everybody's like, what did he just say?
It was too much. It was too much.
I would like to point out he just said just for a little bit. So, I mean, don't get all crazy maniac. I mean, give me a break. Who does
say like for an hour?
It happens every once in a while.
A little bit.
You are going burger crazy on your Sam the Cooking Guy YouTube channel. I've seen your version of a Big Mac. I've seen your version of a 4x4 animal off-road, whatever, In-N-Out burger style thing.
Animal style. You don't have In-N-Out there, so you can't know.
Of course not. And then just recently I saw the beef times brisket burger that looked absolutely amazing.
It was a 50-50 burger.
50-50.
Half of it was 80-20 regular ground beef.
Right.
And the other half was a piece of brisket I ground myself with my KitchenAid attachment. And it was effing ridiculous. Wait, so we're celebrating National Burger Month by doing 3 burgers this week on our channel.
Is it National Burger Month?
Yeah, it is.
Did you know it's also National Barbecue Month?
No, I did not.
Did you also know what?
Go ahead.
It's National Masturbation Month.
It is?
Yes. Oh, don't you even lie like you didn't know.
I didn't say anything. I said, thankfully, I'm a full supporter.
Yes, of course.
Wait, so we shot today.
Yeah.
Max and I shot today. We shot the other 2 burgers for this week. What the hell were they?
You shot today, you said.
Yeah, wait. Hold on.
Maybe I should be interviewing Max.
You should be interviewing Max because apparently he's definitely younger and he's got more of a head than I have. Hold on, can I do this? Okay, so we did a chili cheese hot dog burger.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you figure out what that is. You can watch that tomorrow. Friday, you can watch. Can I show you a picture of it?
Yeah. Let me go full screen.
I'll tell you what it is. I don't know if it'll show properly. Shit.
A lot of light on whatever the light part is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Looks like it's glowing. Yeah, that's all right. No.
Okay, it's a really good picture that I wish you could see. If I send it to you, can you? No, it's not gonna work, is it?
No, don't worry about it.
It doesn't matter. It's an eggs Benedict burger.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sounds opulent.
It was so. I wish you could see this picture. I'll send it to you. It was so effing good. Oh my God, it was so effing good.
So is it the onslaught of burgers is solely because it's Burger Month? Is that what the idea was?
The In-N-Out 4x4 was just because we wanted to do it and it's been requested.
Mm-hmm.
We try to list, the change we made in our YouTube channel about a year ago. One of the things we changed was listening to what people were asking for. And they were asking for stuff like this. 90% of our audience are guys 18 to 34, 35. And they want this food. Gone are the days of me going, I think we'll shoot today a Chinese chicken salad. Just because I wanted it. Now we make things that people want and request. And burgers happen to be right in there. And the bigger, the messier, and it's funny because I go along and I make these things. I know people are only watching this, they're never making these things. But when I'm like out on the street or people come up and go, dude, just made this, just made that, just made that. And people are making this stuff and they're happy and it's great.
So what I enjoy watching is, some of the times you're showing the original sandwich, but then you're also showing the one that you've made. But in true Sam the Cooking Guy fashion, you've taken the concept of whatever the one you're going to construct that day is, but then you throw in your own tweaks. You upgrade the beef, you add this kind of an ingredient, or you enhance an ingredient, use a better version of that ingredient. And that's just kind of your modus operandi.
That's my thing. But I also want people to do that. And the sort of part of the point of that is that I fear that people are too locked into recipes. I used to be this guy. When I started cooking years ago, if somebody sent me a recipe, it could have 147 ingredients. If the last ingredient was a pinch of cayenne pepper, and I didn't have cayenne pepper, I wouldn't make it.
Oh.
But now somebody sends me a recipe and says, "Why don't you try this?" I substitute, I change, I leave shit out. It doesn't matter. And I want people to start to become comfortable in the kitchen. And the way you get comfortable is by changing things. Don't be so tied to exactly what some stupid chef says you have to do. Make it your own. If you don't have ground beef, but you happen to have some ground, I don't know, pork, fucking use it. Who gives a shit? You got to get comfortable. And by changing and by using what you've got, you can find that. And throw away your measuring spoons. You don't need that shit anymore unless you bake. And then I don't bake because I don't know. It's too technical for me.
All right, we got 2 minutes left because I diverged us, unfortunately, again.
Terribly.
Hamburger
We
Basics.
never talk about.
I know.
It's like the Howard Stern show. By the way, we're gonna have to clean out the computer once a year and go through the 8,700 topics we never got to.
Oh my God, I know. One of these days we'll actually stick to the outline right off the bat, and we'll leave the stuff at the end in case we need some.
No, it's never gonna happen.
I know we will never do that. Hamburger Basics, real quick. Beef, fat, kinds of beef. Should you keep extra fat?
Look, you go to the store. You go to the store, if you're just, one of these people that is just going to buy what's there, they make 90-10, which means 90% lean, 10% fat. They make 95, I don't know.
93.7. Giant Eagles, 93.7.
Fuck it. 80-20. That's what you want.
Yep.
Oh, if you're going to buy just one type of ground beef, just buy the 80-20. That means 20% fat. Fat is flavor. It's deliciousness. It melts. It's amazing. That's what you want. Now, if you want to get a little crazy, do what I did with that burger that we made on yesterday's YouTube episode. I did half brisket, half ground beef. Have your butcher grind it for you if you can. If they have the ability, have them do it. I'm telling you, it's a much, much more delicious steak. Like it's a really good burger.
More beef? More pronounced beef flavor, would you say?
100%. You throw that thing on a grill, especially like a flat top or something. You really smell the beef cooking in the air. It's outstanding. It's like the best thing to do. Do you have a meat grinder?
I have the attachment for my KitchenAid.
There you go. Then you have a meat grinder.
Yep.
And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, how many women watch the show? Be honest.
There's 2 in the chat room right now.
There you go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a KitchenAid mixer, you go buy like a $15 attachment that lets you grind your own stuff. And it doesn't matter what you're grinding. Anything goes through there. Mm-hmm. Beef, chicken, pork, who cares? Veal. That aged hot dog with fucking Wagyu and shit like that. Which, by the way, is probably a good thing to do with that.
Yeah,
Grind
right.
that shit up and put it into something.
Put that in a hamburger, and then you got your hot dog hamburger mix.
Yeah. Okay. So basics quickly. I have probably 8 seconds left. 80-20 beef. If you're going to buy it straight from the store, learn how to cook a burger, and that means get a good instant read thermometer. Don't guess. All this bullshit that you would do, this is lean, this whatever, medium rare, whatever, well done. Forget that. Don't guess anymore. Mm-hmm. Get an instant read thermometer. A good one will read in 3 or 4 seconds. Don't overcook your stuff. Pull it out when it's medium rare. And for those of you that go, I like my stuff well done, smack yourself in the head and get a life and understand that well done is no flavor. I think the people that like the well done food, the well done steak or whatever it is, salmon, can you cook it more for me? Chicken, can you cook it more for me? No, I think the problem there is, a dog just came in. I think the problem there is that it's a mental thing. I think if you blindfolded those people that hated medium rare food, blindfolded them and gave them 2 bites, one well done, one medium rare, they would invariably say the medium rare one tasted better because they just don't know. It's a mental game for them that you have to knock them out of that. Send them to me. I'll fix them.
Well, and you can find them over at thecookingguy.com. You can go to the YouTube channel, subscribe there as well, and be one of the many hundreds of thousands of YouTube subscribers.
Thank you.
You can check out all these new burger recipes that are getting slung up here. They just got done shooting today. And then the first Tuesday of the month going forward, at least for the foreseeable future, you will find Sam the Cooking Guy right here on the Barbecue Central Show. Sam, always.
What's that mean for the foreseeable future? You're cutting me off already?
No, I could get into. I'm learning how to drive a big rig right now. I could get into an accident. It could be the end of the Barbecue Central Show. I mean, God,
don't say that. Wait,
heaven forbid.
18-wheeler?
Well, just the power piece, not the trailer.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's exciting, man.
Oh,
you feel
very exciting.
You got that's a lot of testosterone going through your body when you're doing that, right?
A lot of weight going there, no doubt about it. A lot of weight.
Yeah.
So, Sam,
will you at some point?
Yes.
For next show, will you at some point add the other 14 wheels or whatever it is?
No, there's no reason for me to drive a Class A vehicle ever. I'll never be a real truck driver. But who cares about the trailer? Yeah, but I just need to drive it, and so that's all I need to do. That's it.
Come on. I'll come out there. We'll do it together.
All right. Well, I'll think about it. We'll talk about it next month.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right,
You're the
Sam.
best, Greg.
There he is, Sam the Cooking Guy. Appearing via the Fogo Charcoal Hotline. Little burger basic for you there if you just new to burgers.